Paul, the Libertarian candidate, out of the GOP race for the presidency. That begs the question, who will Libertarians vote for amongst all the other Republican candidates? Ron Paul, former Texas Congressman, father of Rand, joins us now. I'm not asking you to speculate, sir. I wouldn't do that. But who is the most...
Sure.
No, I wouldn't do that. Who is the most libertarian of all the other candidates? I'm saying Republican candidates because I don't think that Hillary or Bernie, they're not libertarians.
Well, strange as it may seem, on occasion, Bernie comes up with libertarian views when he talks about taking away the cronyism on Wall Street. So in that sense, he's right. And occasionally he voted against war, which is hard to find anybody, since Rand is out of it, that anybody would take a libertarian position, a hardcore libertarian position on privacy, on the war issue, and on economic policy. So I would say you can search for a long time, but you're not going to find anybody in the Republican or the Democratic primary that even comes slightly close to ever being able to claim themselves a libertarian.
Well, that's a full-blooded
sort of a joke.
But I mean, like a free market guy. Is there a guy that is a candidate who you would say is a free market person?
I haven't found them because they always have these exceptions. I mean, you take a guy like Trump, I'm sure, you know, he's a businessman. He's for the free market, of course, but he's for tariffs and all these other things. So, no, if you sort it out, I mean, you take a guy like Cruz. People are liking the Cruz. They think he's for the free market, and he's owned by Goldman Sachs. I mean, he and Hillary have more in common than we would have in common with either Cruz or Trump or any of them.
Okay.
So I just don't think there's much picking. They're going to have to go elsewhere, and unfortunately, we don't have much democracy in this country because the Republicans and Democrats dominate. You have to be an interventionist. You have to be an economic planner. You have to endorse the Federal Reserve. You have to do all these things in order to get to the top spot because that's what the establishment wants. Otherwise, you can't finance the military-industrial complex. You can't finance all this debt that the Democrats and Republicans run up.